Hey, travelers. So, let me ask you something. Do you ever feel like traveling has become too expensive? Airfares, hotels, food, activities. It all adds up so quickly. But here, that's the good news. You do not need to be rich to explore the world in 2025. In fact, if you know the right hacks, you can literally save hundreds of dollars every single trip without sacrificing comfort. Today, I'm sharing my top budget travel hacks for 2025 that will stretch your money further, give you premium experiences, and keep you on the road longer. These are not your basic bring a reusable water bottle kind of tips. Nope, these are real, proven hacks that smart travelers are using right now. So grab a pen, because this one is going to change the way you travel. Hack number 1. Mastering flight deals with flexible dates. Flights are usually the most expensive part of any trip, right? But here is the truth. In 2025, the people paying full price for tickets are the ones who do not know how to hack the system. The number one way to save money is flexibility. Instead of locking yourself into specific dates, search flights with flexible date tools on Google Flights or you will see price differences of hundreds of dollars just by flying a day earlier or later. Here is a personal example. A friend of mine was booking a ticket from New York to Lisbon. The flight was $900 on a Friday, but when we checked for Wednesday, the exact same airline dropped to $480. Same flight, same seat, almost half the price. That is a $400 saving just for shifting by 48 hours. And here is the hack inside. The hack. Set up price alerts. Apps will notify you when prices drop, and 2025 is seeing more flash sales than ever before. If you stay ready, you will always grab the deal before it disappears. Hack number 2. Use stopovers to your advantage. This is a fun one. Airlines love to advertise direct flights, but here's the trick. Stopovers can actually save you money and give you a bonus mini vacation. For example, instead of flying direct from Los Angeles to Tokyo for $1,000, you could book a flight with a layover in Seoul for $700. Not only are you saving $300, but you could plan a one-day stopover and explore another city for free. In 2025, airlines like Turkish, Qatar, and Emirates are offering free or discounted hotel stays for travelers with That means you get accommodation covered, plus an extra destination, and you still spend less than the direct flight option. So next time you book, do not always pick direct. Look for stopover deals. You will be shocked how much money you save and how much more you get out of your trip. Hack number 3. Book accommodations the smart way. Let us be real. Hotels can burn through your budget fast. But there are 3 hacks in 2025 that will save you big. First, mix and match stays. Instead of staying in the same expensive hotel for your whole trip, do 2 nights in a boutique hotel for the luxury experience and then switch to a cheaper guest house or Airbnb for the rest. That way, you get comfort without overspending. Second, book longer stays. Platforms like Airbnb and Booking Now offer deep discounts for weekly or monthly stays. A place listed at $100 per night could drop to $65 if you stay a week or more. That is hundreds saved instantly. Third, use loyalty points creatively. Even if you do not travel often, sign up for free hotel programs. Sometimes you get a free night just for joining, or discounts on dining and spa services. I once saved $200 in Bali by using loyalty points I forgot I even had. Accommodation does not have to eat your budget. If you play it smart, you can enjoy 4-star comforts while paying 2-star prices. Hack number 4. Travel overnight to save on hotels. Okay? This one is an absolute classic, but in 2025, it is more useful than ever. Overnight travel, instead of paying for both transportation and a hotel, combine the two. Take overnight trains, buses, or budget airlines that fly late. You sleep while you move, and you wake up in a brand new city with money still in your pocket. For example, in Europe, an overnight train from Vienna to Venice might cost $60. That covers your travel and your night's stay. Compare that to a $90 hotel plus a $50 day train. You are saving at least $80 for just one night. And guess what? Many modern buses and trains now come with reclining seats, charging ports, Wi-Fi, and even blankets. So it is not just about saving money. It is actually comfortable. If you are smart about overnight routes, you can easily cut hundreds off a multi-city trip. Hack number 5. Eat like a local, not a tourist. Now, let us talk food, because dining is where travelers often overspend without even realizing it. The truth is, tourist restaurants drain your wallet. In 2025, the smartest way to save hundreds on food is simple. Eat where the locals eat. Street food stalls, neighborhood cafes, food courts, or local markets always give you better value. In Bangkok, for example, a pad thai on the street costs $1 to $2. The exact same dish in a tourist restaurant costs $15. Multiply that difference by 2 meals a day for a week, and you have just saved almost $200. Another tip! Use food apps. In Europe, apps like Too Good To Go let you buy leftover meals from bakeries and restaurants at 70% off. In the US, apps like Ritual or Mealpull give daily discounts if you order ahead. So skip the overpriced tourist menus. Eat local, eat smart. And not only will you save money, you will actually experience the real flavors of the country. Hack number 6. Free and low-cost activities. All right, let us move on to experiences. Because what is the point of traveling if you cannot do fun stuff, right? The good news: some of the best things in the world are free or cost next to nothing. Walking tours, for example, are huge in 2025. Many cities now offer free guided tours, where you just tip what you can. You get local insights, history, and cool recommendations, all for maybe $10. Museums also have free days. In Paris, the Louvre is free on the first Friday of every month. In New York, the Museum of Modern Art has free entry on certain evenings. Plan your trip around these, and you save $30 to $50 per ticket. And do not forget nature. Beaches, hiking trails, public parks, mountain viewpoints. These are priceless experiences that cost nothing. One of my favorite memories ever was hiking to a waterfall in Costa Rica, and it was totally free. Bottom line: you do not need to pay for expensive tours every day. Mix in free or low-cost activities, and you can easily shave hundreds off your travel budget. Hack number 7. Public transport over taxis and Uber. Now, let us talk about getting around. One of the sneakiest budget killers when you travel is taxis. You land in the city, you are tired, and you hop in a cab. Boom! There goes $30. Do that a few times, and suddenly your daily budget is gone. In 2025, public transport is your best friend. Cities like Tokyo, London, and Berlin have incredible metro and bus systems that take you almost everywhere for a few bucks. Here is a hack. Buy daily or weekly passes. A single ride might be $3, but a weekly pass could be $25 for unlimited rides. That saves you tons if you are moving around a lot. And if public transport feels overwhelming, check if the city has e-scooters, shared bikes, or shuttle buses. They are usually much cheaper than taxis or ride-hailing apps. Trust me. Use public transport and you will save so much cash while still experiencing the city like a local. Hack number 8. Use credit card points and travel rewards. Alright? Let us talk about one of the most powerful hacks in travel right now. Points and rewards. If you are not using a travel credit card in 2025, you are basically leaving free money on the table. Many cards give you sign-up bonuses worth hundreds of dollars in flights and hotels. I have literally booked round-trip international flights for under $50 by using miles. Here is the trick. Pick a card that matches your lifestyle. If you travel often, get one with airline or hotel partnerships. If you just want flexibility, go for one that lets you transfer points anywhere. And remember, always pay off your balance. This is about saving money, not going into debt. But if you are disciplined, your regular spending turns into free flights, free hotel nights, or massive discounts. I have friends who have flown business class across Europe just by using points they earn buying groceries and gas. That is hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars saved. Hack number 9. Stay in alternative accommodations, okay? Hack number 9 is all about where you sleep. Hotels are not your only option anymore, and in 2025, alternative stays are booming. Think hostels, but not the old school crowded dorms. Many modern hostels now have private rooms, rooftop pools, co-working spaces, and stylish lounges. All for half the price of a hotel. Or go for vacation rentals. On platforms like Airbnb or Vrbo, you can often rent an entire apartment for the same cost as a single hotel room. That means you can cook your own meals, split costs with friends, and have more comfort for less cash. Another option? House sitting. Yes, it is a thing. Websites connect travelers with homeowners who need someone to look after their house or pets while they are away. You get free accommodation in exchange for pet cuddles or watering plants. Imagine saving thousands in lodging costs on a month-long trip. So do not limit yourself to hotels. Explore alternative stays, and you will keep more money for experiences. Hack number 10. Book attractions and tickets in advance. This one has saved me so much frustration and money. Always book in advance. In 2025. Attractions like the Colosseum in Rome or the Sagrada Familia in Barcelona charge more if you buy tickets last minute. Not to mention, lines are insane. Booking online early not only locks in lower prices, but also guarantees you a spot. For example, when I went to Paris, I booked the Eiffel Tower Summit ticket 2 months in advance and paid around 30 euros. At the gate, people were paying 45 if tickets were even available. That is a 15 euro saving multiplied across several attractions, and suddenly you have saved $100. Pro tip. Look for combo pass. Many cities have passes that bundle transportation plus entry to major attractions at a discount. The Paris Pass, the New York City Pass, the Lisbon Card. All can save you hundreds if you are hitting multiple spots. Hack number 11. Travel in the shoulder season. Now, let us talk timing. Because when you travel is just as important as where you go. In 2025, one of the smartest hacks is to travel in the shoulder season. The months right before or after peak season for Europe. That is usually April, May, or September, October. For Asia, it depends on monsoon and holiday schedules. Why does this matter? Because flights, hotels, and even tours can drop by 50% or more outside peak months. I once stayed at a 4-star hotel in Santorini for $80 a night in October. The same hotel in July, $250 plus. You still get good weather, but without the overwhelming crowds. It is cheaper, calmer, and way more enjoyable. Traveling in the shoulder season is honestly one of the biggest budget hacks ever. Hack number 12. Use local SIM cards or eSIMs instead of roaming. Alright, let us talk about something that sneaks money out of travelers' pockets all the time. Phone bills. International roaming can cost you hundreds if you are not careful. In 2025, the smarter move is to grab a local SIM card or an eSIM as soon as you land. Airports and convenience stores often sell prepaid SIMs with unlimited data for $10 to $20 a week. Compare that to your home carrier charging $10 a day for roaming. 2 weeks abroad with roaming, that is $140. 2 weeks with a local SIM, $25. Easy savings. And with eSIMs, it is even simpler. You do not need to swap cards. Just download an app like Aralo or Holofly, buy your data package for the country, and you are online instantly. You save money, avoid surprise bills, and stay connected without stress. Hack number 13. Travel with carry-on. Only this hack might sound small, but it adds up fast. Ditch the checked luggage. Airlines are making billions off baggage fees. In 2025, it is common for budget carriers to charge $40 to $60 per checked bag each way. That is $100 round trip just for your suitcase. The solution: learn to travel with a pack smart. Roll your clothes, use packing cubes, and choose multi-purpose outfits. Not only do you save on fees, but you also move around faster. Avoid lost luggage headaches and feel way lighter. Think about it. That is $100 to $200 saved per trip. just by traveling lighter. And honestly, once you get used to it, you will never want to drag a giant suitcase around cobblestone streets again. Hack number 14. Cook at least one meal a day. Now, I am not saying skip eating out completely. Food is one of the best parts of traveling, but here's a hack that easily saves you hundreds. Cook just one meal a day. If your accommodation has a kitchen, grab groceries from a local market and make breakfast or dinner yourself. Even if you only cook once a day, you are cutting restaurant bills in half. For example, in London, breakfast at a cafe might cost $15. A carton of eggs, bread, and fruit from a grocery store. $15 total. Enough for 3 days of breakfast. Multiply that across a 2-week trip and you are saving over $100 minimum. Plus, grocery shopping abroad can actually be fun. You discover local products, snacks, and drinks you would never try otherwise. So you save money and get a cultural experience. Hack number 15. Always negotiate and look for hidden discounts. Here's one more hack people forget. Negotiation. In many countries, prices are flexible, especially for tours, souvenirs, and even some transportation. Do not be afraid to ask. Is that your best price? You will be surprised how often vendors drop the cost by 10, 20, even 50%. And beyond haggling, keep your eyes open for hidden discounts. Student discounts, youth passes, senior discounts. Even if you are not sure, ask. I have seen travelers in their 20s use international student cards to get into museums for half price. In 2025, apps and websites are also full of promo codes. Before booking anything, flights, hotels, activities, do a quick search for discount codes. It takes 2 minutes and can save you $50 or more. Hack number 16. Mix expensive countries with cheap ones. Alright, let us finish with a mindset hack. If you want to stretch a travel budget in 2025, plan your trips by mixing expensive countries with affordable ones. For example, instead of spending your entire trip in Switzerland, where a meal can cost $30, balance it with a week in nearby Slovenia, where that same meal costs $8, or pair Japan with Vietnam, or Norway with Portugal. This way, you still get to enjoy those dream bucket list destinations without blowing your entire budget. The cheaper countries balance out the pricier ones, and overall, you save hundreds. Plus, it makes your trip way more diverse and exciting. And there you have it. My top budget travel hacks for 2025 that can save you hundreds, maybe even thousands, on your next trip. The best part? None of these hacks mean sacrificing comfort. You are still flying, still eating delicious food, still seeing amazing sights. You are just traveling smarter. So, before you book your next trip, remember, be flexible with flights, mix your accommodations, eat like a local, use public transport, and take advantage of rewards, passas, and local deals. These small changes add up in a massive way. Now, I want to hear from you. Which hack are you going to try first in 2025? Drop it in the comments below. And if you have your own secret budget tip, share it, because we are all here to help each other travel more for less. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel for more travel guides every week, and share this with a friend who needs a vacation but thinks they cannot afford it. Trust me, with the right hacks, travel in 2025 is more possible than ever. Until next time, safe travels, and remember, the world is too big to stay in one place. Get out there affordably.